Good evening. Bit of a funny day. I did the crash run this morning, came in, did a bit of plastering, went home for lunch, and then we went to look in this sale place. Looks like a second-hand place that's on every Wednesday. Looking for a bed frame and a kitchen table and chairs, and we got both, which is great. Now, the kitchen table and chairs are temporary, we think. We'd like a big table. It's not that big, but it may do as a base for a new table. I'll show you what it looks like here. We've got a table and chairs for the kitchen here. It's kind of temporary because we had a bigger table, but quite nice, the chairs. So €50 for the table and 6 chairs. I believe there's another chair somewhere. And we also got a solid wood bed frame. I don't know how old it is, but it looks quite old. I'll show you that now as well. And we have a bed frame here. Don't know how much that was, €25. €25, huh? But the whole lot came to, for the table, 5 chairs and the solid wood bed frame, came to €81, and that'll be delivered to us. So I think it was €10 or €11 for it to be delivered, 20 for the bed frame and 50 for the table and chairs. So did the crash run after that, went home, had some pain au chocolat, some chocolate eclairs, a coffee. Now I feel a bit icky. So I'm back now. It's dark. It's 5 o'clock. I think it's 5 o'clock. It must be 5 or after 5. So I'd like to get this wall finished here. It's going quite well, I think. Nice and smooth here because I'm doing a really thin coat. I'm working with a really thin mix. This wall is a bit lumpy. I did yesterday. That went on to the bare block wall, which the blocks were all kind of stepped. So I may just skim over that again to try and get a bit more level. No, it'll kind of tie in with what's over there anyway, so it's just nice to have it all the same. So that watery mix is much easier to work with. Over here, I stripped that wallpaper this morning, which took a bit of time, which I'd rather not have had to do, but it's done. And I didn't record it, but I did from there up just to see a little bit on that, to see how it went on. So I've just got this square here to do, the bit for the stairs, and over here, and obviously I've got to fill in that hole at some point. Down here, there's a bit of an issue here. There was a different finish on the bottom half. There was a dado rail here. I think this was painted at one stage down below. So while this dries almost instantaneously going on to the old plaster here, down here, this is still wet. So look, I'll give it a day or two and see if it dries out. If it doesn't, it'll have to come off. It's just from there to here to there. Yeah, so not much in the way of videoing stuff today. Because the mix is so watery, there's only so much I can hold. One scoop I can hold, otherwise it's falling off. So I'm up and down and back to the mixer a lot. I edited it all out yesterday's video. So I did all the stuff down low today. I'll do this stuff now, so there'll be lots of up and down. I'll see how far I get. I'm working with half a bag mix every time. Works really well. I did a full bag before lunch. And it just seems to go on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And there was still stuff down the end that was still good, which I did a little bit of work in here in the fireplace. I'm just trying to pack up where it was really bad in there. So it's starting to come together. Big news. I'll save that for later. Yeah, that's not that big news. We're going to, we've got 2 extra weeks before we move into the house. We managed to get 2 extra weeks in the G. There's bookings in there after that. So it gives us a bit more leeway. Maeva is working 2 days a week now. So that kind of takes away from the days we've gained. But that's just the way it is. So Thursdays and Fridays, I have the boys. And I'll probably come in and do some work in the house tomorrow evening and Friday evening. just to kind of keep on going. So look, we're getting there. Down here, across here. I might just skim that lightly. Yeah, I'm waffling here. Probably more of an update than anything else. This Holy Mary blue that's on the ceiling, it never seemed to have actually kind of dried. I did a test today with the steamer, and if you get it just right, it comes off. It's like a plastic. You can see it hanging down there. It's yeah, terrible stuff. So it has to come off. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be an easy way to do it other than scraping it. I think if you paint over it, it'll just, I don't know what'll happen to the paint that goes over it. I don't think it'll stick to it. Maybe there's a treatment someone knows to go on to that. There's a lot of moisture in here at the moment because of all the plaster, and it's all evaporating in the water. Yeah, that's it. Over and out. I'll chat to you later.